welcome along to part 3 of my Arrow video collection series. In this episode I'll be talking mainly about my Amaray cases, which sit next to my hardbox editions and my white box editions, steelbooks, slipcases, all that type of thing. And in this one you've just got your regular Amaray cases. So before I get into that though, I want to give out 2 shout outs. The first one I'd like to give out is to the movie collector. Now I put a link down to his latest video where he's talking about 4K version of Top Gun, and he's saying about how good it is. So I'm going to put a link down to there, and he gives me a great shout out on that video. And one of the reason why he gives us a good shout out is because he's talking about the fact that him, me, another fella I know, which we're all called John, we're talking about getting together and talking about the differences between 2Ks and 4Ks. And that should be something to look forward to in the future. But we had a great catch up on the phone. I've just talked to him, and I've just got the phone off the phone to him, and we had a great catch up on things we all talked about to do with film. And he's a very knowledgeable guy, and I really had a good time talking to him, and I hope we're going to catch up many times. And but that's a heads up for something that could be happening in the future. I'm really looking forward to that. And also I'd like to give a shout out to VHS 82 apostrophe. Now he's got a great channel which I've just found out about, and I urge you to subscribe to these 2 fellows, and I'm going to put a link down to one of the videos from VHS 82 apostrophe, and it is about a video from the cemetery and from City of the Living Dead, the Lucio Fulci film, and he does a sort of good tour of the outside of it, and he do all he puts in loads of little facts about this cemetery. It's a really good video, and I'm just giving him a shout out for that video, and also he does comment on my videos as well, so I really appreciate that. And if you go and check both of those channels down there, and also subscribe to them as well, because they're excellent channels, and I highly recommend them. Okay, so anyway, on with the arrows. I'll just have to put my spectacles on, which in the northeast of England we call gegs, don't know why. The first one on the shelf is the King of New York. Now this one here, it has a bit of blue on the Blu-ray sign up there, which must have been, I didn't really notice this until I got it off the shelf, that's what it was. This is from 2012, and it's got its booklet in it. It's 2 discs. And also I keep my receipts up here as well. It's just something I do. Maybe let's look at and think, how much did I pay for that? Obviously it's packed with extras, and I think this is before Arrow got round to remastering things in 2K and 4K. But the prints on here are still really good, and it's a really excellent film, directed by Driller Killers Abel Ferrara. So it's a little bit brutal, as you'd expect. The next one is the Class of Newcomb High. It's still got that. It's got that thing. That's the only 2 I've got of that I know of. And maybe some of the ones in the white boxes might have that, but I don't know. And this one here is it's a really stupid film, if I'm honest, but it's a funny film. It's a trauma film, so you know what you're getting into. Your Toxic Avenger, that type of thing. So, but it's 2012. These are the very early editions. I did know you can get this with a white box slipcase window pane version, I think, but I didn't get it on that one. And that one again you've got your booklet in there. I think at the time when these were coming out, you didn't really used to get that many booklets and things, which was another reason why Arrow was something you really had to collect as a collector. It was a really worthwhile project to do. This next one was one I did have on white box edition, and I noticed for some reason it's a film, it's okay, I don't mind it, but it's not one that I go and revisit very much. And it's also one that I didn't really need to have it in the white box, although I did enjoy it. The white box edition started to go for silly money, so I sold it, put my money back into the collection, and I rebought it again in a sale when it came on sale, just in the regular version. And it is The Forbidden Zone. Now, I can't really describe the movie. It's a very odd movie. That's the only way I can describe it. It's one of them films. It's a bit of a musical. It's a bit of a bizarro world of frog butlers, topless princesses, machine gun toting teachers, eccentric dwarfs, their demonic wives, and the devil himself. You've never seen anything like it. Well, that's a good way to describe that one. But yes, it's, if you like weird, it's not a bad film. The next one, which I've seen all them versions of the Arrow versions. I haven't seen this version of the Arrow release, but I've seen the film before. It's Wes Craven's Deadly Blessing, and I did get this from CEX, and I believe it was £6 from CEX, and it was good because it came with a booklet and all that, so that was another reason to buy it. It's in good nick. It wasn't them ones where you get it and it's absolutely smashed and fallen to bits, which is CEX can be very like renowned for. But another film that I do remember it, and I do remember thinking it was okay, but I do need to revisit it because it's on my to watch list, the huge to watch list. This next film is a start of a sort of section of Mario Barber films I've got, and these are all, I'm going to put these all together because on the spine they're all white on the edge, so on the shelf they look all quite uniform. And they go next to the white box editions as well, so I've got a bit of a white theme. That's why I want to keep some colour coding to a certain extent. Now this first one is the Mario Barber's Black Sabbath. It's a story with 3 different stories in it, in the film. Now this story here is called The Drop of Water, and it's a really, really good story featuring this person here. I'll not tell you anything about it, but if you watch it, you will know what I mean. It is very, very creepy and very, very good. You get two DVDs and 1 Blu-ray, and you get your disc. You get your booklet, quite a thick booklet as well. This is, sometimes you pick up these Arrow editions and they're very heavy, and this is a really heavy version. And also it's a great film as well. One of Mario Barber's best. Another Mario Barber film is Baron Blood. I had this on white box as well, but I downgraded. I sold it and then got this one probably in a sale. And it does feature a little. Now, what I would do with the Arrow cards that you get, if I had a one for Baron Blood in another release, I would put the Baron Blood one in here because I went through them one day and I put all the ones that were pertinent to that release in the box. I mustn't have had a Baron Blood one, so what I did was I put Don't Torture a Duckling there. I have got Don't Torture a Duckling with a slipcase on, and I would imagine I would have had a couple of these, so I would have put that one in that box. I'll have to go and check that out now. It's got me thinking. So yep, that's another Mario Barber, Baron Blood. The last Mario Barber having this section is Rabid Dogs. This is from 1977. It's a later Mario Barber. Still a good film. It's also got, I believe, quite a lot of cuts of the film. Might have 3, even 2 or 3 cuts. You got your booklet in there, and yes, 3 disc edition, and yes, Rabid Dogs and Kidnapped. Yes, so I think it's got 2 there, and I think that was released 2014. So this is still the earlier releases of Arrow, which I don't think they've got into the 2K and the 4K remastering yet. Now this next run of films is from a fella that is renowned to be the godfather of gore, and that is Herschel Gordon Lewis. Now this is his first gore film, although it's not his first film. This film's called Blood Feast. I think it's from 1963. It's only an hour long, and it is a real tour de force for gore and splatter. This was it's a great film. I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. If you do like his film, you would probably like all his films. But if you didn't like one of his films, you probably wouldn't like the other films, because they're all quite the same. In a good way though. They're all sort of tongue-in-cheek to a certain extent. They're all very funny, sometimes intentionally funny, sometimes not intentionally funny. The special effects are really good for the time, really, visceral and very blood-drenched, these films. And all these films come with another film on as an extra. Now this one has one called Scum of the Earth. Now Blood Feast is a nice presentation. Scum of the Earth is what, like a lesser title, so it's got a really like a poor negative. They haven't got a proper negative, so they've got to go and like scrape these ones together. So they're all right. It's more of an oddity, but they're still a good thing to watch. And I do urge you to watch both films as well. It's nice to have two films on one disc. Another Herschel Gordon Lewis is 2000 Maniacs. That's coupled together with Moonshine Mountain. 2000 Maniacs is a gore fest, and Moonshine Mountain is kind of a similar movie, but with no gore in it and just music in it. It's quite a strange one. I've watched all of these films and I do like them. The next one is She Devils on Wheels, another Herschel Gordon Lewis film. It's got an amazing soundtrack to this film. Love it. And the bonus film on here is Just for the Hell of It. And he said that he just made a film just for the hell of it, and that's what it was called. And it's quite a strange film, as most of these are strange, but strange in a good way. The next one's another Herschel Gordon Lewis masterpiece, Colour Me Blood Red. It's about a fella here who can't find a good shade of red for his paint, and somebody cuts themselves and he notices that blood is the right colour that he wants, so he goes around killing people and draining the blood so he can use it for painting pictures with, which is, you know, which is what you would do, isn't it? This is coupled together with Something Weird, which is one of the better films on the sort of, which is like the B movie on this disc. Yes, the quality isn't as good, but this film, Something Weird, is one of my favourite films. I hadn't seen it until usually the B movies on these films, I've not seen them until I get these special editions. So, and these were all released on a big box set, but I didn't get it because it was expensive and it was too big. I didn't know where to put it. I was glad when they came out, these Amaray Cases. And you do get, I have put, these are probably just, I probably haven't got any Herschel Gordon Lewis stuff in here, or I might do. So I'm just going to go quickly and flick back through these things. No? So there's a thing for RoboCop. These might just come with, there's one for 2000 Maniacs, which there's no booklets with these ones. They're quite bare bones in the way of booklets. And yep, that's Blood Feast in there. So that's nice. I've got them two in there. I mustn't have got them for the other ones. So that's why they're not in there. So yep, it's Colour Me Blood Red and Something Weird. Excellent film. Something Weird. Because it's just really something weird. And the next one is the gruesome twosome, which is about a lady who kills people, scalps them, and then takes the hair and makes them into wigs and sells them to people. They've got some preposterous, like prepositions in the films, but they're really just so funny and so watchable. And it's coupled together with A Taste of Blood, which is like quite a long film for him. And it's also Stormy Monday. That's a film that I don't really care for. I don't really want to see. I think I've seen it once before. The reason why I watched it was because it was filmed in Newcastle, I believe. Although I should really get it to look and see if I can see the locations in Newcastle, if they're the same, but I don't really want to sit through a whole film looking at that. So yep, so that's that one. The next one is another Herschel Gordon Lewis masterpiece, The Wizard of Go, and that's coupled together with another one called How to Make a Doll. Now, How to Make a Doll is, if you imagine Weird Science, but like a 60s version of Weird Science made on a budget of about 50p. That's what you've got. And these have all got special editions on it. They've all got interviews. They've got things, with some of the actors in these movies. So it's a really good. They're a good set to have if you want to have them. Like I say, if you like one, you'll probably like them all. And the last one was probably his last proper film that he made. Anyway, a Gore Fest film was the Go Girls. This is probably my favourite film of his, and it's coupled together with a one called This Stuff Will Kill You, which ironically is one of the least favourite ones that I've got of his. I don't really care for it that much. It was all right, but it was just people shouting all the time, which really annoyed us. Anyway, I think these are all region free as well. So that's the Herschel Gordon Lewis. So these are all on the shelves. They're all white, or it's whitish. So that's the reason why they're all together. Now, I've altered the way that they look now because the colour is starting to change. So what I've done is, though this is still nearly white, the next one up is Zombie Flesh Eaters, Lucio Fulci's masterpiece. And it's a great restoration on this. There is a better version on the 2-disc white box version, but it's very hard to get a hold of. I did have one of them, but I sold it, so that prepped me. The money went into spending on the Blue Underground 4K ultra high definition disc, which is amazing, so that paid for that. And I think this one might go the distance as well. I do like it. I might keep it. I might watch all the extras and I might sell it, but I don't need to have it. But it is, if you want to watch Zombie Flesh Eaters on Blu-ray, it's a great version to have. So the next one is another Lucio Fulci one that I'm wanting to see. I wonder if that's got any. No, it's got no postcard in it. So the next one is another Lucio Fulci classic, and this one comes, you've got Zombie Flesh Eaters, then you've got another film called Contraband, or the Naples Collection, which I showed on another video, which is only available on DVD at the moment. And so this one comes after that. No, sorry, it doesn't. City of the Living Dead comes after that, then this comes after City of the Living Dead. So, but it's funny, Contraband and this one are usually the ones that people forget about. Oh, I've got the R card there. I've got to admit, although I haven't flipped the cover on this because it's got the certificate on, and trying to get them without the certificate, I think that cover's a really good cover. And that cover's okay, but I like the fact that from now on, I try to get them and change them round so the certificate is not on the spine, and that keeps them quite, to a certain extent, quite uniform. OCD. So this is it. So getting back to, I'm going back to Mario Barber. Now these ones here are Mario Barber ones, but they're not white at the side. So this is why I haven't put them in with the, the other ones. I would have put them in and had them as a kind of going in like year of release, but I didn't do that because the color scheme would have looked a bit odd. Now I know it's not something that you would, well, if you're not OCD about things, but when you get them like that, it just gets on my nerves. So anyway, so I put these ones here. So that's why my shelves like work a little bit differently than just going A to Z and director to director and all that type of thing. So this one here is a very early giallo, The Girl Who Knew Too Much. It's an excellent film, I've got to admit. 3-disc special edition. It's still high def. It's from, when is it from? 2014, so they might not have got around to the remastering process yet. Got a nice booklet with it. And you've got your discs there. I think there's 2 versions of this film. Yep. One's called Evil Eye. And Italian version and re-edited for US audiences. So that's a great film and a lovely print as well. I'm pretty sure it's in black and white, although I've been known to be wrong on that before. Yes, black and white, but nice film that. Good little twist as most of the giallos on these lists do. So next one is a real classic, Blood and Black Lace. This one is more or less talked about as Mario Barber's masterpiece. I know it's not my favourite Mario Barber film, but it's a really good film to look at. It's got a lovely print on this, and but it says this is from 2015, and it says brand new 2K restoration of the film. So maybe around about the 2015 mark, they started to put these out in that 2K thing before the 4K restoration came across. So yes, so that's another great Mario Barber film to have. This is another Mario Barber, Kill Baby Kill. I'm putting these out in the year that they came out as well. That's why they're on the shelf. It's got another booklet there, and it's got its discs. Now I have watched all of these, and I do enjoy them. Some more than others. Like I say, Blood and Black Lace and Girl Who Knew Too Much are really good. Kill Baby Kills, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's brilliant. Restored 2K high definition, but it's good. You know when you get a Mario Barber film that you're going to get something good. That's for sure. The next one is another Mario Barber film. 5 $5 for an August moon. Now I've watched this one. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't one of the favourite film of his. I did think there was other ones that were better, but it's still very much worth a watch. And this is a high definition Blu-ray, so maybe they didn't get a 2K scanner for this one. Okay, so I'm aware of the time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one off now, and I'm going to come back and do part 4 with the other ones I've got there now, because this one's going to get another 30-minute one. I'm trying to keep these down to 20 minutes. Okay, so anyway, so thanks very much for watching this video. I've been really pleased with all the comments I've had thus far on my Arrow stuff. I love collecting them, I love showing them off, and I love the comments I'm getting off them. There's a lot of like-minded people down there who are commenting and more or less saying things in a way that I would say them as well. I think we've got a lot of similar tastes on these, and especially on Arrow stuff. It does bring a lot of people together, for which I think it's a really good thing. So I'll leave it there, and I'll see you on the next part. So you take care, and I'll see you later.